what it ends up feeling like if you're actually living in your head is that none of what's happening right now actually matters. It seems to me that I've lived in my head far more than I've lived in reality. And that's covering everything from having thoughts about imagining where I want to be, being successful, having XYZ, achieving all of the above, what my life would look like, and the opposite, overthinking, thoughts of self-doubt, letting some thoughts just spiral out of control, convincing yourself of things that never happened or that you don't want to happen. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing because, well, first off, if something bad happens to you, if you're just getting screwed over by life, or you lost your job, or maybe you got a new job but you hate it, it doesn't really matter what it is that's bad that's happening to you right now. If you're living in your head in the future somewhere, you're thinking, well, none of this will matter in 5 years from now. This is but a building block. This is just simply a step. And that's actually very good because that's how you can get through so many things without becoming a complete degenerate incel and without really pushing yourself all the way back down to the ground. So that's a good thing. But on the other hand, if you're constantly living in your head and nothing matters right now, then everything just seems so pointless. Like, why am I doing this if it's not even gonna count? You ever been in school? Obviously, you guys have been in school. And the teacher gives you an assignment. It doesn't matter which grade, whatever. They give you an assignment, but this one's not for marks. They're not gonna grade that one. That's not gonna go towards your final grade. So you're just thinking, why the fuck would I do it? Why am I gonna do this assignment if I just rather play some video games? Like, it just doesn't matter. It's not gonna go and get counted for anything. So I'm just not gonna do it. In fact, let me focus on the assignments that do matter, that are actually being graded. And it creates that similar feeling where it doesn't matter the job I work right now. It doesn't matter, well, most things don't matter. What car you drive, where you live, what your situation looks like. Really, the only things that end up mattering are the people that you meet along the way that stay in your life and that will remain in your life once you reach a new level or once you make it there to where things actually matter and you are living how you want to live. And also doing the few things consistently enough that will bring you towards that life. And below all of that, nothing else matters. This is but a demo version of life. This is like a trailer to what your life could be, and this is like the preliminary. It's like it just doesn't matter. None of it does. And this isn't even speaking like a cynical person who is very pessimistic and thinks life sucks. It's not even that. It's just that, you know, you're moving towards the point in life where things are going to be far better and it's waiting for you, and you're seeing yourself going there. So that basically renders everything right now useless. For example, maybe you're stressing out over that bill you have to pay and you're like, well, I only make this much per month, or my job only gives me this many hours and then I can't cover that bill. And you know in the future you're going to have a job, a career, a business that's going to make that amount 10 times over, where bills like that won't even cause you to itch your head. So then you think, does this really matter? It doesn't actually matter that much. Maybe you've got a car and you're paying it off across many years. You're thinking 4 years, 8 years. There are some really long loan plans. And you're thinking, yeah, this is okay for now, but once upon a time or one day, my business will start printing me money, which then you can just pay off anything you owe anyway, even in one go if you had to. And there's a very delicate balance between that, because you don't want to live as if you've already made it in terms of spending money you don't have, or spending your time like you've already retired, going out partying all the time, every weekend, doing drugs, drinking, whatever it is that you want to do or think you want to do with your time, laying on the beach and looking at the sun. If you do that right now, you're basically trying to cash in what you have not earned yet, therefore you cannot earn it. Because if that's what you're doing with your time, well then, when's there going to be time to do things that are actually going to bring you forward? But at the same time, you have to act like the person who has already achieved those things. Let's say you in 5 years from now runs a business. What do? Do you wake up early and check your emails? Maybe you have to go into your office if you have a physical location, and you know you got to jump on a few calls, check how the business is doing, see what's the agenda for the day. Or the current you that doesn't have a business yet is just gonna wake up, jerk off in your underwear, have a shit breakfast, and then play some video games. Is that what that person would do? Probably not. So you start acting like it right now. You think, what can I do today to end up like that person tomorrow, in 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And so it's this duality of living in your head more than living in real life, because all the problems you create in your own head, they're only problems because you can conceive them and think of them. And at the same time, that's the life you're longing for. Therefore, whatever is right now doesn't matter all that much. It's just a temporary state. It's like purgatory. It's the in-between phases of life. And maybe I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Or maybe I'm just insane after all. Who knows? Catch you guys in the next one.